Good morning, my wonderful friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. And it's Trashcraft Tuesday today. I've got to keep reminding myself that because I'm actually filming Wednesday almost a full week ahead. Trying to get ahead because next week is going to be really busy. It just keeps getting busier. So I've got this paper bag and I've had it running around for a while. It is used, it's crinkled, it's all sorts of wonderful. But my problem it's too big to go in a journal. And it's like, well, I could trim it down, lose its essence of being a paper bag. What do I do with it? Well, I finally came up with a project for it. And I'm going to be making a mini art journal out of this paper bag. So I'll give you the measurements. Not critical, like you could use whatever you've got. It doesn't have to be the same size, but so you know what I'm working with. It is 9.5 inches this way, or 24 centimeters, and this way it is 13.5 inches, or 34.5 centimeters. So it's quite large. It's bigger than an A4 piece of paper. So first off, I've already had a play with folding it. I'm folding it in half. That way, and then I'm going to fold it so that the opening of the bag is on the inside, like so. You can see it's all nicely, easily folded up because I've already pre-creased it and played with which way round, because originally I had it folded the other way and I thought, no, I don't want it that way round. Okay, so that's going to be the cover of our bag. You could leave this as a pocket or you could glue it down, and same with the back. I'm going to leave it as a pocket. So I'm just going to glue along the top edge here. Glue. It would be helpful if I had glue. And I'm going to put kind of like a double row of glue, just because I don't want it to come apart, pop apart at any point. Let's just add an extra line of glue there just to make sure that it stays nice and stuck. Now this bit does stick out the top a little bit. I don't mind that. I think that's actually kind of fun. So we've also got the opening of the paper bag here, so you're going to have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here, and then in the middle we're going to put some pages. But before we do pages, why don't we collage up the cover? Sound like fun? I think it sounds like fun. So grab out my scrap bag here, and we're going to, in the name of Trashcraft Tuesday, we're going to use up some scraps. And I'm just going to grab random bits. First off, this lovely polka dot piece, which is left over from a project from Margaret Miller Challenge. I'm just going to glue that right across there. Glue on the bag at the moment until it gets too gluey or I get too stuck to it, one or the other. So very busy. As I'm recording this, it's Wednesday, as I mentioned. Tomorrow is my birthday. Then hubby is taking this Friday off and Monday next week. So we've got plans for Saturday and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday I have a physio appointment and he's going to go up and take care of some jobs around the property for his mum and dad. And then Tuesday I have a doctor's appointment. Then Wednesday I think it's just the food bank that I've got on my plate at this stage. Thursday food bank again, and then Friday I have a bank appointment and I'll be out all day. So it's like it's stacking up and we're only halfway through this week. It's like, my goodness, things aren't slowing down, my friends. They're just getting busier. So I thought, well, why not make hay excuse me, make hay while the sun shines and actually get some of these things done ahead of time so I'm not stressy about it. It's a little bit of map, why not? Let's put a little strip there. Oh, actually, I think I like the side with a little bit of landscape on it. Illustrated landscape, not a photograph. So it's got some water and some contours and hills and grass or something. It's hard to tell. A little bit of text, so that can be a little strip there. So, bit of magazine. Do I want a hand in there? Maybe not the whole piece of scarf that she's holding. No, random, but I might want to put it on top though, so otherwise we're going to cover half the hand and that might not look so good. Okay, scrap here of scrapbook paper. I'm not thinking about colour or anything, I'm just randomly laying down some bits. If we put that there, it should be good. And I'm wondering about covering this with packing tape just to, whoops, I just gouged out my glue, give it, you know, a nice feel and protect it from the mistreatment that I quite likely might give it. Right, now I need my glue pages because we're getting a bit goopy over here. Doesn't help when I gouge out the glue stick, but all in the name of creating. So yes, my week next week, I'm just sitting here shaking my head going, my goodness, why is everything coming up next week? So unfortunately, we're not really going to be spending the day together on Monday. We would have if I didn't have a physio appointment for my shoulder, but I do. So that's all right. It'll be fine. Just going to put that arm or hand there because it's just kind of interesting and it gets it out of my scrap bag. Got another bit of the same scrapbook paper, so maybe we'll pop it. I'm only going as far as the top of the seam of the bag, not the bit that's overhanging from the top, because I just want to leave that as a cool brown fringe, if you like, ruffle, interesting edge. Let's pop this bit over here, and I'm not wrapping around the edges or anything, I'm just collaging up the cover. I haven't done actual art journaling for such a long time. Might pop that there and then trim around it because it overhangs a bit. Should have grabbed out a new glue stick. This one's getting quite low now. I thought it was going to run out the other day, but it's still going. But I feel like it's getting very, very close to running out. Right, now without cutting into my bag, you could wrap if you collage up before you glue the paper bag together, like I have, because I've already glued it together. If I wrapped, then I'd close my side pockets. If you don't want side pockets, then glue it up and then wrap your paper around, and it's going to help it stay together. So either way, whichever you choose, if you're going to make one of these or find something to make one with, doesn't even have to be a paper bag. Like you just grab out something, a sheet of paper would be fine. This is pretty scrapbook paper. Let's just put a bit across there. It's quite thick. I want to give it a rough edge top and bottom just because. Going very random here. I'm trying not to think too much about it. Oh, it just fits on there. So that's all right that we're not spending the day together on Monday, on his day off, because we would have had 3 days of fun together anyway. And he's had this job to do up at his mum and dad's for quite a while and hasn't been able to get up there to do it. So it's a good time for him, for my hubby, to be able to do that. It's got a little bit of an overhang there. Didn't line it up all that well, but I'm super nervous about cutting into my paper bag. I think that'll be as good as I'm going to get. It's not perfect at all. Right, do I want some of this across the spine? Maybe. It's quite firm, but I don't want it across her hand. Oh, that hurt. I've got a splinter in my finger from firewood this morning, and I've poked and prodded, and it won't come out. I think I've possibly even pushed it deeper in trying to, but it's quite sore, and it's so tiny. Like, how can something so tiny cause such pain, particularly when you press on it, you know, like I just did. But I have to say, it's the first splinter I've had this winter, so I'm not doing too bad. Normally it's quite a common occurrence, but I've been careful until this morning. And this morning I just picked up a heavy bit of wood and it kind of slipped a bit in my grasp, and I felt it bite, and I thought, that was close. I could have ended up with a splinter. And then it wasn't until after my shower that I was drying myself and rubbed it, and it's like, yep, spoke too soon. I got a splinter. Hey, we're getting there, my friends. This is a little offcut of a printable from, I can't tell because there's not enough left of it to tell what kit it came out of, but it's very pretty. Some of that. Scrap busting, good old scrap busting exercise. This, any sort of collage, is a great way to use up some scraps. Oops, but over too far. There we go. Slide it that way a bit. Okay, maybe a bit of this here. Or do I prefer this side? I think I actually prefer that side. I think the black and white is a little too present, if you know what I mean. Whoops, I just about glued it on the wrong side then. Too bold, if you like, for what I've got going on here. This is going to help make the cover nice and sturdy with all the layers. Here's a bit of digital from mine. Put a bit there. There, and use the same bit, I think, maybe the other end, so it's a little bit different. Pop that there, and then I think we are covered. Now, I am thinking about some sort of focal point over here, and I'm wondering about maybe using a sticker. Very much inspired by Lydia over at February and June, watching her this morning collage up her August journal. I'm very behind in my watching, so I didn't watch it till this morning. And using stickers on her covers, and it was like, yeah, it's not something I've done a lot of. So can we find something that we might want to put in there, or on there I should say. Just digging through my sticker bag. I want a fairly, you know, good size, preferably. Here's some children's stickers that I picked up from my favourite junk shop. So we could put a butterfly. Oops, the horses got caught up in there. Big kiwi fruit. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Nothing on that one. Those are all a bit small. Oh, what about... It's a pity that these larger ones were already gone off the sheets, because a big deer or fox or something would have been quite cool. That one or that one. Or there's these ones as well. A bit bent up. Could use a big seahorse. Sorry, I may have had it off camera. So we could use something small, smaller, like a little squirrel or an owl. Some mushrooms, flowers, or we could use a big seahorse. I kind of like the idea of the seahorse actually. It does have a hole in its tummy where the fish is. So you could almost use it as a frame. Let's just pop you right there, and it's got glitter on it as well. Could put, there's some starfish here. Do we want to pop a starfish inside its tummy? Oh, actually that's part of a frame. Okay, that's a frame, I didn't realise. And the starfish are part of the frame. This one isn't though. If I can get it off its backing. Yeah, cute little smiley starfish in the seahorse's tummy. That will be nice. Okay, so let's find where our fold is. If I can, through there, fold this back up. Do I want to tape it? It's going to be a little tricky if I want to tape it, because I can't wrap it around like I normally would. I could wrap it at the bottom. I guess I could wrap it at the top, but it's going to change that lovely kind of texture up the top. It's going to completely change that. So I'm not gonna wrap it in tape actually. I'm gonna leave it. So we're gonna no, we're not gonna pop, not on camera. My apologies for that little slip. We're gonna pop some pages in here. So I've grabbed out some just random bits and pieces. So a bit of book page here. Just gonna trim it down. And a little bit off the edge, I think. That'll make a good stamping strip. So there, we've got this bit of calendar. It's getting damaged in my bag of bits. So I thought, well, do I want to do a flip out? Let's use it so it's not getting damaged anymore. So that's about the middle there. And so that will be a flip in there. Bit of extra space for doing some art journaling. I'll fold this one while we're here. getting my fingers to work in the cold. Okay, there's this backdrop piece that I've been using, which is all lovely and colourful and needs to be used now. I think it's got as much colour on it as it needs, and we'll be adding some more stuff with the art journaling, so might get completely covered, I don't know. It's just going to be a fun page to work on. I'm not being precise with the size of the pages. They're just kind of, as long as they fit inside the cover, they are good, and that's not even straight, and that is fine. It is going to be such a fun page to work on, that coloured piece. And then I've got this bit of pattern sheet out of a magazine, which I've used to spray and stuff on. We're just kind of going to grab a section of this as I try and work out, get it down to a workable size to begin with. So let's go height of our journal first. Oops, it's catching on things on my desk. It's not going to be straight. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And something like this that's really scrappy and is just going to be a base to work on, I think it's fun to have odd, you know, just odd shapes, odd sizes, not straight, torn, ripped, ratty-tatty, shiny, whatever. I just think that's fun. I'm actually thinking, do I leave this ratty-tatty edge here? And I think I will. I think that's fun. I might do 2 flips on this, 1 on each side. Is that going to work? Yep, that will work. Right, so that's going to be our little pages for this cute mini art journal. Okay, I was thinking about how I would bind this together, and I've decided to go with staples, just because, you know, it's easy. Oops, as I shoot a staple across my desk. It's easy to achieve. Most people will have a stapler, and it doesn't matter how it turns out, it's just for yourself. So lining up my stapler as much as I can on that crease. Close enough. Don't stab yourself with the staples because they hurt and they can go in quite deep. So I'm just using a rubber to staple down into. If you haven't seen me do this before, I have done it a few times on camera. Lining up the crease, and the wee groove in your stapler where the staples come out is what I'm lining up on that crease line. And checking both sides. Pretty good, slightly off, but it's good enough for me. And I'm thinking 1 in the middle. Quite often I'll do 2, but I think this is long enough to warrant 3. So we're just going to go about the middle. And that's our journal bound. How quick and easy is that? No sewing required. That one's slightly crooked, but it's fine. It will work. I promise it will work. Right, just rearranging stuff on my desk. And they're crooked. The pages are like, it's okay. Just a fun little paper bag art journal. that a bit of a press on the spine there. And you could decorate it up even more. I've just gone really quick and simple. So we have a pocket here, a pocket here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pages to work on, which is super fun. You can also do on the covers, on the inside covers, and then pocket there, and then a pocket there. So plenty of space in this wee journal to have a play. So I think we will have a play as time goes on. I will endeavour to pull it out and have a play. Let me know if you would like that or not. I think it could be fun and just bring us something a little bit different to the programming schedule, just, you know, just on occasion as we feel like it, or as I feel like it, more to the point. And just how long we've got time. Wondering, should we tackle a page right now? And in this pocket, I'm thinking of doing like a journal card style, and in these pockets as well. So like a removable piece that we can journal on, or do we want to just jump into the pages and do a page? Let's do a page. I'll try and be as quick as I can because I haven't got a huge amount of time. But let's see what we can do. Just kind of want something to go in behind there. Right, grab out a paintbrush. I think I want to start with some, whoops, not two, only need one. Start with some acrylic paint. I don't know why, just because. I've got no plan, guys. I did not envisage actually doing a page in the journal. But, oops, and making a racket while I'm at it. But, you know, let's see how far we can get. We might not get it complete, but we can get a start. So I'm just using white acrylic paint. As I said, why? Just because it's a starting point and I don't know what else to do right now, so I'm just, you could use gesso. You could start however you like if you're going to do a page in your art journal as well. Do whatever you like. I think the paint also gives it a little stability to the paper. It's another layer. And adds a bit of texture with some brush strokes. Right, hopefully it won't take too long to dry. I've brushed it on fairly thin. Just kind of smoothing it out to help it dry. Oops, painting myself. I think I should grab out a wet wipe. Just give me one moment to do that. Find the end helps. Give myself a clean up here, and then I can wrap my brush in it so it doesn't get all gross and hard before I can rinse it out. So I can just wrap it in that and pop it in my paintbrush glass, which has no water in right now, and that'll just keep it nice. Right, it's looking fairly good. I'm not getting any paint up on my fingers. That's just from handling the brush and stuff. So gosh, I didn't clean myself very well, did I? Never mind. Carry on, carry on. There's spray pen on this, blow pens, and I'm thinking maybe I want to do some blow pens. But I want to protect that inside cover there. So let's just go with it, because I'm inspired by what I'm seeing on that bit of paper. Let's just do it. So grab out my children's blow pens here. What colours do we want? Feeling red. And maybe a bit of black. Oh, I don't like the packaging though. The packaging makes it really annoying to get into. And I'm going to use the white. Now the white, as far as I can see, doesn't actually work as a white. It works more as a colour changer. I haven't totally given it a go to see if what I suspect is true, that it's more of a colour changer. But that's what I think. So it doesn't actually give you white paint or spray. It just changes the colour of what it sprays over top of these pens. Right, so make sure it's pushed right down so the tip's showing through the hole at the bottom. And I'm going to have to bring this closer to me so my head's not right in the camera. Oops, tuck in that bit because it's right. So let's do some spraying. Oh, is that piece of paper a bit, might not be big enough. Look, here we go. Here's another bit of paper that really needs to be used in something because it's very well covered. But we're going to add a bit more to it now. So let's get blowing. So kind of trying to do a border in it. And switch it around so again my head's not all up in your business. And the more it warms up, the more effective it is. And I am getting spray onto this, but oh well, that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Right, this is a bit trickier, getting this edge. Sorry if my head does get in the way. Whew, what a workout. Right, just want a bit more on that edge. Okay, so that's the red. Let's put that back around the other way, and the tube gets all full of condensation from your breath. Okay, shall we try to do a little bit of black around the edge? Might be asking a bit much to be a bit precise, but it's not actually dry yet. The paint's dry, but the blow pens aren't dry. Just trying to hit around the edge to create a bit of a border. Not too bad. Of course, I can't talk and blow at the same time. Haven't mastered that. Okay, that's not too bad. Whew, heady. It's the one problem is it does, you know, all that blowing, like blowing up balloons, after a while your head gets a bit spinny. So make sure if you use blow pens to take breathers, take a moment to gather. Right, now I'm going to give this a go and see whether it does change the colour on this red. And the black, I don't know. Let's see. It might do nothing. Looks like it's turning it slightly yellow, the red. Yeah, it's turning it yellow. Interesting. I don't know if it's doing anything to the black or whether I'm just not hitting where the black is. Done for effect. Let me assure you, done for effect. The huffing and the puffing. Right, just want a bit more along this edge here. Right, that's as good as it's going to get. All right, yeah. I think I'm blowed out. So it has changed the red to yellow. Interesting, huh? Because I was first disappointed that it didn't seem to be working, like, oh, the white's not doing anything. And then when I went back later on, I noticed that some of my colours were a bit different. And it was like, oh, I wonder. But never actually tested it to make sure. So this is my test here. It turns the red yellow. Who would have thought? Okay, so we've got a bit of a border going on. Let's put some book page down. My finger is gone numbish. This finger, it hasn't gone white, but it's the pad of it's a bit numb. I wonder if it's the splinter that's doing it. Oh, I don't want to use those images. I want to keep those for something else, but we can use this side. Stamping strip, getting a pile of bits and pieces, odds and sods, over on the side there. Oh, maybe we'll use the tap side. I didn't like some of the words on the other side. Just kind of want to layer up some random bits and pieces. That was a good scrap, just as is. Let's just start gluing them down, because I'm not, I've got no plan in mind. I'm just going with it, just layering up, and we'll end up with something. Will it be a good something? Hopefully. Hopefully it's a good something. I'm not waiting for anything to dry. I'm just putting them down. And if anything lifts up because I didn't wait or anything, I'll just go in with the Tiki glue, add a bit in underneath, and she'll be good. So I'm quite enjoying this just go for it kind of style. Just like, don't plan it out, don't spend half an hour thinking about which way to put a piece of paper. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, and I think I want one more piece. Do I want it that big? Probably not, just a little bit smaller. So we've created a frame. Now we're kind of building up the middle, which is going to be where the focal area is. Oops, I didn't get that glued. I think my glue stick is down to the plastic. I think it's time for a new one, but I'm not going to grab one right now. We'll just use tacky glue if we need more glue, which we will. We'll need more glue because we're not done yet. Just keep an eye on time. Oh, that finger is quite painfully numb. What would I like to be the focal point? Do we want to go stickers? We could go stickers. I'm quite drawn to this little squirrel down here. It's super cute. What would I like to put with it? There are, in amongst all these others, there are some leaves somewhere here. We want to put some leaves. Why not? Let's go with, oh, there's a sticker stick on top of the sticker. I just noticed. Can you get it up? Mostly. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a little bit left there, but it's not too bad. So let's just play with some stickers. Oh, yeah, no, they're going to need some glue on them. They ain't very sticky. Some leftovers from some child playing with them, which is super fun. I like these random part sheets because you get different bits and pieces that are just fun to play with. Yep, you're not going to go anywhere now with the tacky glue. So the leaves are all angling the same way, which I would have liked some to go the other way. But however, just working with what we've got. And I want to find some sort of words. I love putting words on things, as you probably know from my junk journal creating. I'm often putting words on, but I'd like to in my art journaling as well. So I'd like to find something. Okay, and maybe this funny shaped leaf here. Sorry if I'm off camera every now and then. I'm trying to remember to be on camera, but it doesn't always work. This is a weird shaped leaf. It must be to fit in on a page around some other elements, but that's all right. We can still use it. It's just been chewed by something. Maybe actually we might put it down that way. Okay. Like now I'm like, do I put a mushroom in behind the squirrel? It's very autumny, isn't it? Elements, or maybe we pop it. I might put the squirrel down first, I think. So long since I've done art journaling. Who else out there is an art journaler? I love art journaling. I just don't seem to make time for it lately. Or when I say lately, for quite some time. Just going to put her right in the middle of the leaves there, where the leaves join. That's cute. Now do we want to pop a little toadstool on? Yeah, let's put a couple, 2 or 3, however many we like. I think at least 2, but probably, oops, tearing the sticker. That's not great. Nearly destemmed the toadstool. bit of glue, she'll be good as gold. I'm getting hungry. It's 4 minutes to 12. I am just ever so slightly, a lot, ready for lunch. Okay, and another toadstool, I feel. Take it from the cap first, and that worked better. I think I'll just put 2 in that corner. Here we go. We could put flowers. There's some flowers there, but how about some white flowers? I don't want to go like crazy and like end up with too much, but I don't think we can end up with too much. It's just my art journal. It's an excuse to play and a great way to learn. It's like, okay, I went too far. What would I do better next time? How would I achieve a better result? What do I like? What don't I like? What techniques did I use that I like or really worked well or didn't work well? That's what art journaling's about, I think, as well as expressing yourself. So I'm just going to dot some of these white flowers around. They've got yellow centers but white flowers, so I feel like they help disappear into the background. They're not like super dominant, so I don't feel like we can go too much on the flowers here. I just like those 3. I'm going to stop at 3. Okay, that's it for stickers, I think. What it needs now is a word or a phrase or something, and we'll be done. So my found words here from magazines. It could work. I actually only cut that one out this morning. Retail therapy. No, that's not what I want. Winter warmth. Colours don't work. Breathe. I use the word breathe a lot. Whenever I see it, I cut it out. Thought. That's a bit random. Like, what does thought mean? August. How about August? Yeah, let's go August, because this is when I made the journal. And when I did the spread. And it's winter here, so although this is more autumny, I still feel like it works. We don't have squirrels in New Zealand, so that aspect of it is meaningless. Let's go tacky glue, because that glue stick, I'm pretty sure, is right down to the plastic. Yeah, so let's just go August. Super simple. Could we fill up this journal during August, I wonder? Really simple, really quick, not a lot of thought, but we did several layers. It's not that simple in terms of layers. We did the paint, the sprays, the collage of the book pages, then the stickers, then our word. And boom, we are done. Our first entry in this little mini art journal. I think that's so cute. It makes me smile. I hope you enjoyed this, my friends. If you're not an art journaler, perhaps you would be game to give it a go. Whip yourself up a little journal. It doesn't have to be flash. It can be made out of scraps. It can be made out of a paper bag or a bit of newspaper, whatever you like. Something that you're not precious about, that you can just play in without the fear that, oh, I'm not going to do it right, or it's going to be horrible, or I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know how to do it. put all that aside and just start playing. I can't recommend it highly enough, and something I need to do more of myself because I've kind of let that slip. And when I say kind of, I mean massively let it slip, and I need to do more play. I think we all could do with playing a bit more. So that's it for Trashcraft Tuesday for this week. Thanks so much for joining me, my friends. I hope you're inspired to give this a go too. Take care, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I'll see you then. Bye for now.